Hi, my name is My Bunny, and I am playing Would You Rather. So, why not? I don't want to play a game with headphones, and I'm wearing my specially handmade mittens because my flat is cold, and I was playing a game the other day, and my hands just stopped working. So, I'm just going to play a game where I get to talk to you guys. Okay. Um, would you rather have long curly hair or have short straight hair? Fairly rhetorical. Oh, I guess guys are probably playing this, to be fair. Would you rather have 17 testicles or have one testicle the size of a coconut? I'm not a bloke, but I think I'd rather have the one testicle, thank you. Wow, okay. Oh, well, I guess the argument could be is that the 17 testicles could be really tiny, but having the one testicle the size of a coconut. Okay, they may have got me there. Would you rather live in a world overrun by zombies or live in the world of My Little Pony? Ooh. Now that could be quite difficult because living in a world overrun by zombies, well, that's every guy's dream and some women's dreams. I'm not being sexist at all, but at least you'll be alive in My Little Pony and not have to have the fear of dying or being infected. I'm still gonna go for My Little Pony. See? Okay. Live forever or never live. If I never live or have never lived, I would not be given this question in the first place. So, with that logic, it's neither live forever or never live because I would not have been given this question. So, guess live forever. Yeah, thought as much. That's not surprising. Be a centaur or be a mermaid or merman. Now, that goes down to the choice of whether you want to be on land or in water. Or, in fact, just 4 legs or no legs. Covered in fur or covered in scales. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. In my opinion, I think I would. Let's put it this way: if it was a choice, as in like, would you rather be part of the centaur community or part of the merpeople community? I think I'd rather be with centaurs. Ooh, close one though, almost 50-50. Sneeze every 3 minutes or always have the sensation to sneeze and never do. I actually don't know what to say to that. Sneeze every 3 minutes or always have the sensation to sneeze and never do. Now, I already hate when you sneeze once, sneeze twice, and then you go and there's nothing. But would you get used to that? Because I feel that you would get used to it and eventually you would just start ignoring it. I'm going to do that. See, I don't think people have quite thought that one through. Ooh. Have the ability to teleport or be able to time travel. Teleport, time travel. Now, thing is, time travel, just like with the Doctor, he's not really fixated on one point in time. He can be anywhere and everywhere, essentially, just not in 2 places at the same time. Just, and neither, yeah. But the ability to teleport, well, it's like, hey, honey, do you wanna go on holiday to Jamaica? Hey, sure, you teleport. You're just there. Whereas time travel, it's literally going to places and times and things like that. And that does sound fun, but I think because you could monotonize teleporting without it having much consequence. Because if you could teleport, like put your hand on a bus and teleport a giant amount of people at one time, people would pay millions for that. But time travel, it's like, yeah, people would also pay millions for you to for them to get you to take you somewhere, but the consequences for doing that might be drastic. So teleport 50-50. Wow. Okay, teleport is a little bit more, but not enough for there to be a percentage difference. Interesting. Only smell like poop or only smell poop. Well, you get used to it, so that one. Yep, they got the right idea. Be Calvin or be Hobbes? I can't exactly remember which one's which. I think Calvin is the boy, so I'd rather be the human. Just because you don't really want to be the imaginary friend because eventually you would cease to be. So I'd rather be permanent. Die when your kid is very young or have your kid die before you. Now, I think I've watched somebody have this question before, and it's one of those things of whether you're not expecting it or whether you're not prepared for it. I don't know. It's a very touchy subject. One that I'm not like. I don't know the feeling myself, but I know someone who does. So having your kid die before you, not even a question. It's either you don't have a child yourself, never want children or anything like that, but I think you'd only pick that if you actually have no idea what it's like when someone close to you dies. Because I would much rather die when my kid is young so that they would have a future rather than me live with that knowledge. Because at least my kid might grow up thinking, oh yeah, my mum died when I was younger. That's actually quite a common situation.
Wrong. Sorry.
Can you tell Tom's in the room? Okay, but whatever happens, I would rather die when my kid is young. See, 26%. It's over a quarter of you saying have your kid die before you.
Brutal.
It is. Okay, be a fairy who cannot fly, or be a 10-foot tall dwarf? If I was a 10-foot tall dwarf, I wouldn't be a dwarf. Unless I was born from dwarves, but then it just might be a mutation where in fact I'm no longer a dwarf and I'm actually a giant. Or a fairy who cannot fly, aren't they just like,
Nymphs.
No. Honey, nymphs are the ones that want to boing you all night.
Are they?
I know they're not. No, I think they're fun. Anyway, ignore him. Ignore me. Okay, fairy who cannot fly is quite simply not a golem, not a gremlin, a gnome-ish. Yeah, pretty much. Because originally gnomes were just... If anyone was a brownie, you would know. The symbol that you get with the brownie handbook and stuff like that is of a tiny little pixie. And that is obviously, it's a pixie gnome, it's that kind of thing. But it's pretty much a fairy without wings, you know? I think I'd rather be the fairy who cannot fly, because at least maybe I still had the magic. Whereas a dwarf, what does a dwarf do? See? Fairy. Eee! Hey, Tom.
Yes.
Would you rather get stung repeatedly by a Japanese hornet or be bitten once by a black widow spider?
I'd rather eat my own face and die very slowly.
But if you had to choose...
I'd rather die by the black widow.
Except it doesn't say anything about dying from either.
Black widow. No bee, wasp, hornet or anything is coming at me.
He runs like a little girl screaming. I kid you not.
Oh yeah. I will cry.
Yeah, I'd pick black widow as well because I think there actually is an antidote for it. Whereas being stung repeatedly by Japanese hornet, I'm sorry, but it doesn't say how long repeatedly is. It's repeatedly for 5 minutes, for an hour, for the rest of your life. If you're smart, you would get bitten once by the black widow spider. And guess what? 34% of you are not very smart. Well. Anyway, okay. Be mortal on an immortal planet or be immortal on a mortal planet. So pretty much you're saying that you either live forever and you are where you are right now on Earth, essentially, or be mortal on an immortal planet. Well, that just doesn't sound fun either way you look at it. What am I on? Oh, gone over 10 minutes. Okay, so I think I'd rather be immortal. I know it means seeing other people die in front of you. See other people. I'm gonna make the next one the last one. Okay. There was no such thing as music, or there was no such thing as art. Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh, I love that. First comment at the bottom. Music is art. Essentially, but music is also its own thing. Because you can't display music in a gallery. You have to perform it. You have to play it. Which means that it can't be continuous. Where an art piece you can stare at forever if you want. But there was no such thing as music, or there was no such thing as art. Ah. Now the thing is, if there was no art, there wouldn't be tattoos. Shush phone. There wouldn't be tattoos. There wouldn't be photography, essentially. Even though I wonder if that lands in the same category. It might not. There might be a fine line with photography and art as well. Maybe. But there wouldn't be a lot of things. Like, oh, just, nah. Life would be lacking in a lot of colour, I think. Because a caveman didn't go, let's make all these different colours because we wanted there to be different colours. They made different colours because they could. And because of that, they could make the art that they made, and it progressed from there, essentially, in a very roundabout way. But no such thing as music. I think life would be very boring. Very boring indeed. So pretty much you're saying no ear candy or no colour. What would you prefer? A world with no music or a world with no art?
Well, you know I love music, but without any art, you'd have no architecture. Practically civilization would cease because everything we've created with our brains is art. The wheel was art. That's how it began.
It's like, okay.
Modern day tools.
I've got a bottle of sweet chili right here. Okay. Without art, this would just say sweet chili sauce in the most blandest way possible.
Without art, that wouldn't have been made. Mixing ingredients, colours, preservatives, vitamins, everything. Bring it all together.
Yeah, no, I think cooking would have been fine. But
Okay.
what it comes down to is colour.
As a musician, I'd rather die than not have music, but in this case, I would take away music because I think that the world would cease without art. Personally,
it's just like you got to think about it. Phones are essentially a form of art because without architecture and being able to structure things properly, who would have thought to make a design like this? Because art is designing things and expressing yourself. I don't so much approve of the painting as a full canvas of blue, but each to their own, I guess.
The giant canvas that says space.
That too. There's some bits of art that yeah.
I'm gonna leave you to your thing.
Yeah, it's alright. I've now rambled on a bit further. So I am gonna say, same as Tom, no music. And almost 80% chose no art. I get where people are coming from, but no, a world without colour is not a world worth living. In my opinion. Anyway, I will put this website in the description below. So it's actually not called Would You Rather. The Would You Rather website is a slightly different style to this one. This is either.io. So you can play it for yourself, anywhere and everywhere. And I'm going to leave it here.
Is it free?
Very awkward. Yes.
Wow!
The website. I'll see you guys next time.